All right, so for this drawing today, we were going to be working on exercise 10.1, which I have here on the left side of my screen. It is kind of an odd shape with a whole bunch of rectangles that we can do inside of the shape itself. So let's get started on this. So the first thing I look at is this object overall is 5 units wide, 4 units tall. I can see I have some angles here that I'm going to have to do. I think I'm going to have to do some offsetting and some trimming and things of that nature. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the line command, L-I-N-E. And my starting point for this, I think I'm going to choose the origin of 0, 0. Should also be noted that I have dynamic input on as well. Okay, so my coordinates are going to be in relative mode, so based upon the last point. So 0, 0. Okay, let me get that a little bit more centered on my screen. I then need to go to the right. If I do some math here, 5 minus 2. Okay, that means I'm going to be going 3 units in the x and 0 units in the y. Okay, let's make it a little bit bigger. I now need to go down on this angle. Okay, except it doesn't tell me how long this is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to overshoot this a bit. Okay, so I'm going to make a line that's, let's say, 4 units long at an angle, and this is 0. Or 360 degrees, so if I take 30 away from that, I'm going to get 330. Okay, I'll press enter to finish that, and now I'm going to go to the left here. So go back to my line command. Okay, I'm going to start on 0, 0 again. Okay, and I can do math. 4 minus 2. That means I'm going to go down 2. So 0, negative 2. And now I'm going to go over to the right, which lines up with this point. It's over 0.5. So I can type in 0.5, 0. Now, of course, there are many ways to do this. I could have done this with ortho mode on. You know, it's kind of up to you. This is just one way. I'm now going to go down on the angle here. Okay, so I'm going to have to do some math. This is 45. So that means this is also 45 here from the horizontal. So 360 minus 45, 320, 315. And once again, it doesn't tell me the length of this line here. So I'm going to go at a distance. I'm going to go 4 again at an angle of 315. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to start to draw some other lines in here because it's starting to look like a mess. So I'm going to offset because this command is fantastic. It works really great for a lot of different things. And I'm going to offset this line down 4. So distance is going to be 4. Select my line and I'm going to go down. So that gives me this corner here. I'm then going to offset again. And this time I'm going to go over 5. So I'll type in 5, go over to the right 5, and now that gives me this corner here. So now these lines have to be connected. Okay, so I should be able to go and type in extend because I want to extend these lines. So I'm going to select my lines here. Okay, and I'm trimming for some reason. Don't want to do that. Let's see. C for crossing. No. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead to make my life a little bit easier is I'm going to bring my line down and I'm going to bring a line across. So now I have my crossing point. I will go to trim. Select all of my lines, and now I can delete the excess here. Okay, so now I need to create this rectangle. I need to create another rectangle here, and then a triangle, which is a little bit weird. So people are asking me about a triangle tool. There is none, so we need to figure out how to do that with some offsets and some trims. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start a rectangle. And I need to figure out what this corner is here. Okay, so that's going to be an absolute coordinate. Okay, and it's 5 over, because this is 0, 0, 0.5 over, and 0.5 down. So to put an absolute coordinate in, I can either turn off dynamic input, which is probably easy for some people, but I'm going to put an @ sign. Okay, and then I'm going to type in 0.5, comma, negative 0.5. Okay, and that gave me, oh, not what I wanted. I must have typed in something wrong here. Let's see. Oh, that didn't do what I wanted. Nope. Weird. Don't know why that didn't work. Okay, let's try it again. I'm going to turn dynamic input off this time. I'll type in rectangle. And then I'll type in 0.5, comma, negative 0.5. There we go. Okay, and now I want to put in a relative coordinate. So I'll turn dynamic input back on, and I'll type in 2 over in the x, and then comma, negative 1. Boom. Okay, I've got that here now. Now I need to work from the opposite corner here. So I can see it's 0.5 and 0.5. So it's 5 minus 0.5 and 4 minus 0.5 to figure out this corner. So I'm going to turn dynamic input off again. Type in rectangle. Okay, and then it's 5 minus 0.5, so 4.5, comma, and then 4 minus 0.5, so it's negative 3.5, because of course I'm below the 0, 0. Okay, I've got this corner, and now I'm going to turn dynamic input back on, and I can see I'm going to go to the left, negative 1, and I'm going to go up 2. So negative 1, comma, 2. And I ended up with my rectangle here. And now I need to do my triangle. So to do this, this corner lines up with this corner. So I'm going to draw a line across. Don't even need to measure. Same thing here. Okay, and I'm just going to cross these over here. So I'm going to click on the corner, go across, okay, and then draw another line up, okay, and cross there. I'm then going to offset this line 0.5 up. So I'll type in offset, type in 0.5, choose this line, and then go up. And now it's just a case of trimming. Okay, so I press enter, and now I can trim away the excess of my drawing here. Okay, and that is drawing number 10.1 finished. Okay, I'm just going to save it here, save it to my desktop. I'm going to call it Woolsey Exercise 10.1. Okay, or 101, because I don't want to put a period in there. Okay, and that's how I save my CAD file. And once again, I can also, for what I'm going to submit, I will go to print. Okay, and since I'm on a Mac, it's not the same, but I'm going to choose the Microsoft Print to PDF. I'll choose Window. I'll select my window, and then I'll press plot, and it will give me the same thing, but now I want to make sure I save it as last name and the exercise that it is. And then it'll be a PDF that I can submit to Canvas. Okay, thank you for watching. Hopefully this is helpful. Let me know in class if you need me to make any changes.